Who's ready for some bacon wrapped tenderloin? This one's gonna be a moist one. All right, the first thing we want to do to get started on our bacon wrapped tenderloin, I've already got some thin cut bacon laid out, and I'm gonna be honest, this pack of thin cut bacon was cut thin. You can almost see through it. That's why I went ahead and laid it out once I opened the pack, because it would have took me entirely too long on camera. Now, we've got some petite pork tenderloins. All I did was cut them out of the pack here, and I trimmed a little bit off of the ends here. That was it. They had a little bit of silver skin, and I took it off, but that's totally optional and up to you. These are about a pound, pound and a quarter a piece. The whole pack weighed like 2 1/4, a little over 2 1/4 pounds. It was not much. And so I just really want to take this first, and I'm going to take some of my honey chipotle rub and some of my pecan rub and kind of get it on these pork tenderloins before we wrap it in the bacon here to incorporate a little bit of that flavor. So first I'm going to use a little bit of my pecan rub here, and I'm going to come on the inside of this bacon just for a little bit of savory pop with this pecan rub, okay? Just a little bit. Now once I do that, I'm going to come over here, go around them with a little bit of that pecan. Then I'm gonna come back with that honey chipotle. Now these things are gonna cook fairly quick today, but anytime you got these petite pork tenderloins, you can't go wrong. You can always find them at your local grocery store. They're inexpensive and feed a lot of people for what they are. And if you're looking for a cheaper Easter meal, in my opinion, these right here, quick, easy, can't be beat. Now, you see I'm gonna lay that in there just like that. I'm gonna take and roll this loin here. And once we get that all laid in there like that, I guess I better wait and roll this first one up first. Now let's get our bacon started. I should have laid down some foil or parchment paper, plastic under this to pick our bacon up. It would have made it go a lot smoother process, let me say that. Look at that. Pretty as you please right there. Bacon wrapped pork tenderloin. Let's get this next one down. There we go, just like that. Now I run out of bacon. I didn't have another end piece there, but that'll be okay. Let me wash my hands here, one of them, so we don't cross-contaminate anything. I'm gonna get a little bit more of that honey chipotle rub on the outside of this bacon here. Now, we've got some gloves back on. Let's take and put a little bit on top of this bacon here. I think that one will do. Well, let's get this one seasoned up. All right, now that we've got that one done, it's time to get out here to our grill, get them on, and let them get a kiss of that roll oak smoke. All right, we've got our Camp Chef Woodwind Pro fired up here. We've got it running with some roll oak pellets right here. 325 degrees is what we're running today. Let's go ahead and get these on. Now I've got my top shelf in here. That's what I'm gonna cook them on, where they get really good circulation all the way around them. I'm gonna take and lay that loin in there just like that. Just like that. We're gonna let these go for about 30 minutes on the grill here. I'm gonna make up a brown sugar barbecue glaze. We'll come back, base those on, and these should be some wonderful eating. All right, our bacon wrapped pork tenderloin has been on 45 minutes right now. Woo, would you look at that? They look absolutely great. Now, I've got some of my pineapple habanero glaze here. I'm not going with any barbecue sauce or anything. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on there. Oh yeah. Now, I'm gonna let that finish getting all fat and sassy and happy on this Camp Chef grill, just like me. And I'm gonna come back in about 15 minutes, and I believe these are gonna be perfectly done. We're gonna pull them off, let them rest, and give them a slice. All right, it's been exactly 1 hour on our pork tenderloins here, and would you look at that? That glaze is kind of tacked up. They have that perfect color. They're hitting what we want, 145 degrees, perfectly done, that thin cut bacon. I'm gonna take these off and let them rest. Oh, that was a little warm. I probably should have put on a heat glove. I'm gonna get my grill shut down. Let's get these on the inside. Let them rest a few minutes and get ready to take a bite. All right, just to recap a little bit, our pork tenderloin is off the grill. Now this was really simple, really easy. We bought some cheap, thin cut bacon. We seasoned our pork tenderloins once we got them out of the pack and trimmed a little bit of silver skin off of them is all that we did. Now these only weighed about 2 1/4 pounds total. So these are about a pound a piece, a little over a pound. And when we trim some silver skin off, I'm just calling them a pound a piece. We wrapped them in that thin cut bacon after we seasoned them with our honey chipotle and pecan rubs. Seasoned a little bit more on the outside of that bacon, put it on our Camp Chef Woodwind Pro with royal oak charcoal pellets. We let it go about 30 minutes at first smoking, and then we glazed it up and let it go the rest of the time with that pineapple habanero glaze just to give it a good shine and a little bit of pop on the back end. We then brought them in here and let them rest for about 10 minutes, and that's it. Simple, easy, delicious. 1 hour cook time. This is a really simple meal. You can make some side dishes with this any night of the week and call it a day. And they grill faster than they smoke. So let's go ahead and slice this. Slicing like butter. I know it's gonna be tender. Look at that. Now when I reach and grab a piece of that, look at the moisture in that. I'm gonna say this Prairie Fresh pork tenderloin right here might be pretty good. There's only one thing left to do, and that's get in here and try this. This tenderloin is always gonna be tender, juicy. Look at that. That is pure perfection right there. Let's give it a try. That flavor of that pecan rub shines through with the kiss of that pineapple glaze. Oh my God, y'all. This is delicious. I gotta grab a slider bun. Remember, if you like what we're doing on our channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow along. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, and of course, YouTube. I'll see you next week with another video. Where's the bread?